Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, from Topeka, Kansas. Welcome to Playoff Soccer. Today, the state quarterfinal contest between your Northwest Grizzlies and the Junior Blues of Washburn Rural. Kicking it off at the top of the hour, we're going to send it straight to the McCurdy Real Estate and Auction pregame show with our head coach, Austin Clifton. Stay with us. Coach will be with us in 60 seconds. You're watching NWHS Grizz. This is the Northwest YouTube channel, and you're watching Grizzly Soccer.
This may sound like a typical high school basketball game being played on a Friday night in Kansas. In fact, it's a crash course in cooperation and teamwork. It's a test of dedication, determination, and drive. It's character development in action. If you think high school sports are only about competition, think about this. High school sports can play a critical role in a student's overall education. In fact, studies show that students who participate in school sports are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in their academic lives. At the same time, playing sports helps teach lessons not covered in the classroom. Lessons like tolerance, respect for the rules, and the importance of supporting your community. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Kansas State High School Activities Association and the Kansas Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Shall we book it? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I love it.
This is the McCurdy Real Estate and Auction Varsity Pregame Show. Coach Austin Clifton reviews the last varsity game and takes a look at today's upcoming contest. Sponsored by McCurdy Real Estate and Auction. Real estate, but better. And now, let's join Coach Clifton with Kevin Arkin.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Topeka, Kansas. We are back at Washburn Rural for the state quarterfinal contest between the Junior Blues and your Northwest Grizzlies. And we're joined, as we are before each and every varsity contest on the McCurdy Real Estate and Auction pregame show, by our head coach, Austin Clifton. And, Coach, let's look back at Friday, and it's a game, unfortunately, we did not broadcast because the weather was so bad all day long. We just didn't think we'd be able to avoid getting the equipment damaged, so we skipped it. But, you know, if skipping it means we play as well as we played Friday night, this broadcast can be over anytime you give the word.
Yeah, unfortunately it was just a little wet, and we couldn't run cords and wires and things like that to get the live stream. I actually had a lot of people reach out to me, ask me if we had it, so it was a good thing that I guess a lot of people were trying to watch. So it was nice to be missed. Yeah, so good game. Yeah, we started really bad, actually, really flat, no energy. I thought East was all over us first 20 minutes, sitting in our half. Really played well, and it kind of woke us up, and we went down 1-0 early, and we woke up, and we scored 2 real quick the last 10 minutes of the first half. Going to halftime up 2-1. The girls were feeling good, but I wasn't. So we had a nice little coming to Jesus meeting at halftime with the girls because we just weren't playing good. And, you know, when you're in those situations, it was frustrating as a coach when the coaches are screaming, and it just didn't seem like we cared at times. It seemed like we were going through the motions. It seemed like we weren't playing like, you know, that tonight could be our last game potentially, and that was frustrating. So that was the talk at halftime, and I thought we played really good second half. I thought they really took the message and ran with it, and they played much more like the Northwest team that we know, and I was really happy with that. So, yeah, 3 titles in our first 3 seasons here with me coaching, so we're really happy, and, you know, the girls deserve it.
And, you know, kudos not only to the ladies, but to you and to Christina as well for the motivation thereof. But I thought the second half of the East High game on Friday night was probably the best second half we've played this year.
Yeah, I agree 100%. I thought we were flying. It was very similar to the Bishop Carroll game at Bishop Carroll with our energy, and we were pressing and we were keeping the ball and moving it side to side instead of just going straight forward and losing it. And we just had more energy, and it was just more fun. It was fun coaching second half. It was fun to be on the sideline and to be around the girls, and that's how it should be. It's just getting them up. The good thing is we play Washburn, who's a powerhouse, and normally when we play these teams, we start good, so it shouldn't be an issue this time. But, yeah, just getting them ready straight off the bat for the full 80 minutes. It's been kind of a reoccurring issue for us this year, but we always respond, and we always find a way to get it done second half, so that's credit to the girls.
Back here at Washburn Rural, at their place where we have not had very much success, to say the least. And this is a tough team. It's a great program. They're state finalists every year. We talk about it all the time. But sooner or later, we're going to come through and crack that window open and take the win from these guys.
Yeah, we tied them last year at Topeka Washburn Rural with the girls 0-0, which was a really fun result and a fun game for us. So we know we can do it. It's just doing it. It's having a good practice the day before, getting a good trip up, good meal, and all the little things that lead up to it are so important. And we know that. That's been our memo the whole postseason is us. In between our ears, in between our eyes, we're our own worst enemy, and it's all on us. When we play good, we can beat anybody. When we play bad, anybody can compete with us. So, I'm really eager to see how we show up on Tuesday night and how the girls respond to it, because it is a big game and we always seem to play them. We always seem to end up here, but we're not going to give up and we're not going to show up scared. So yeah, it'd be nice if we could do it, because we want to make it to state, and that's our ultimate goal every season.
The good news is, weather-wise, it's supposed to be in the 70s and no rain. And how often and we don't get to say that very often when we head up to Topeka, that there will be no rain. There's no rain in the forecast, but it is supposed to be windy.
Yeah, and we're on turf, so it's going to be fast already. They're going to have a big crowd. They always have a good crowd. It's going to be loud. So a lot of things on the side, kind of what we were talking about earlier, that build up for the game and add to it. And we got to put it to the side and just focus on ourselves. And if we can do that, we'll be fine and we'll get a result. But if we don't, it's going to be tough and it's going to be a long game. So I'm feeling positive and optimistic. I think we've gotten the girls ready to this point to handle a situation like this. Our schedule's tough. The tournament's tough at the beginning of the year, and postseason's been tough. So it's just putting it together this last bit. We've done everything we can as coaches, and that's what I love about soccer is we do everything we can during the week, and really during the game, it's on them. We give them the keys, and we hope that they've taken what we've given them, and they can do it in a real-life situation. It's not football where we're calling plays. It's not basketball where we're calling timeouts and stuff. So it's really unique, and we're excited.
How's the injury situation going into tonight?
100%. We're good. Good to go.
All righty. Winner of this game goes to state 3 days from now. Wishing you guys the best of luck. Want to see Wichita Northwest make it to state this year.
Be nice. And yeah, tune in if you guys can. This will be the last game we can live stream due to KSHSAA rules. We were lucky to get a special request, so thankfully you can live stream it if you don't make the 2-hour trip. But if you can, make it up. Should be great weather, like Kevin said, and a great atmosphere and a good game. So make it out.
Okay. Good luck, and we'll talk to you in August before our first boys game.
Yep, it's going to be right around the corner, and we're excited for that too, but let's take care of business tonight first.
Head coach Austin Clifton on our pregame interview on the McCurdy Real Estate and Auction pregame show. Stay tuned. We'll take a 60-second timeout and hear from the McCurdys, and then we'll be back with the starting lineup of the play-by-play of tonight's state quarterfinal game against the Washburn Rural Junior Blues. You're watching NWHS Grizz on the Northwest YouTube channel, and this is Grizzly Soccer.
I'm ready.
Me too.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Whole marketing campaign of this property is sold right to
Shall we book it?
Yeah.
Yes.
I think this is it.
Wichita Northwest Grizzlies soccer is on the air. Welcome to everyone in Grizzly Nation to another webcast of your Wichita Northwest Grizzlies as they take on the best teams in Kansas and pursue a 6A state title. Follow your Grizzlies all season long on youtube.com/NWHSGrizz. Today's webcast is brought to you through the support of the many sponsors of this year's Eric Profit Scholarship Golf Tournament, including the following: Mel Hambledon Ford on the big corner of 119th West in Kellogg. We're better. We're proven it. You be the judge. Thank you, Lisa Hambleton. And by Aerotech Engineering, 5555 North 119th Street West in Mays, serving customers that rank among the world's largest manufacturers of civilian and military aircraft. Thank you, Tom Simon and everyone at Aerotech Engineering. By Tom Lassiter and Gleason, Gooing, Colson, and Kitch, attorneys in the Epic Center at 301 North Main. We believe our clients' best interests and needs are our own. By Intrust Bank of Wichita, 105 North Main with branches throughout Sedgwick County. Intrust is built on value. We change to meet the times, but we will never change our principles. By Dan Garreau and the law firm of Dugan & Garreau, experts in personal injury, business law, workers' compensation, wills, and trusts. Now with our new location at 3636 North Ridge Road, Suite 100. By McCurdy Real Estate and Auction on East 13th Street, just east of K96, serving Kansas, Missouri, and Oklahoma for over 40 years. Real estate, but better. By the Joe and Judy Coughlin and the Chris and Jen Shoemaker families, strong supporters of Grizzly soccer through the Eric Profit Memorial Soccer Fund. By Emerson Biggins, 808 East Douglas at the east edge of Old Town. Come visit Emerson Biggins and enjoy the great food, cold brews, and hospitality of Luis Lopez and his staff today. By Hurricane Sports Bar at the corner of 13th and Tyler. Luis Lopez has brought his hospitality west to make it convenient to Grizzly Nation. By Credit Union of America, where members are the owners. With branches all over the Wichita metro area, Credit Union of America stands ready to serve you. By Todd Eflin Narrates. Hey, that's me. Voiceovers for audiobooks, product and promotional videos, telephone systems, and business commercials. By the Robert L. Gould Foundation, a philanthropic trust assisting the educational needs of young people at Northwest for over 10 years. By the Eric Profit Memorial Soccer Fund, providing scholarship assistance to Northwest soccer seniors each year through the support of the Eric Profit Scholarship Golf Tournament. And by the many other sponsors who make this webcast possible. And now, to the field and to the voice of the Grizzlies, Kevin Arkin.
Thank you, Todd Eflin. Good afternoon again, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to McElroy Field, home of the Junior Blues of Washburn Rural High School for today's state quarterfinal contest. Winner goes on to state on Friday, and state for 6A this year is at Stryker Field back in Wichita. So if the Grizzlies can pull out the upset win today, they will actually play at home or in their hometown this coming weekend. They're getting ready to introduce the starting lineups, and we're going to try and tap into our favorite PA announcers' announcements here of those lineups, and then we'll recap them again for you at the end in case you're unable to hear it. I'm saying that assuming we can hear him, which I do not know yet. And if you look at the crowd in front of us, yes, the umbrellas are out. And it's not because it's raining, which it usually does here. Today is a sunny day in Topeka. Few clouds scattered in the sky, but a beautifully warm afternoon. Temperature in the mid-70s. Very light wind. It's actually a great day for soccer, and we've been waiting for weather like this most of the season. So it's kind of a good thing that we're going to get it here in our last broadcast. And this is our last broadcast of the year, win or lose today, as the state games are not available to us for broadcast. They're done by the network. Players are lining up to come out to the center for the introductions. Let's see what we can do here to I wish he'd start talking. I'm going to make this call here real quick, folks, as to whether we're going to go to him or keep it here.
Between the Wichita Northwest Grizzlies and your Washburn Rural Lady Blues. Here are the starting lineups for tonight's match. First, for Wichita Northwest. Starting in goal, a sophomore, number 1, Liliana Hernandez. A junior, number 3, Violet Gunn. A senior, number 5, Peyton Benoit. A senior, number 6, Zoe Baker. A junior, number 8, Anaí Ibarra Arevalo. A senior, number 11, Grace Terhune. A junior, number 12, Angie Rodriguez Guzman. A junior, number 14, Marari Flores. A senior, number 15, Leslie Bravo. A junior, number 17, Kaylin Heath. And a sophomore, number 21, Lily Schilling. The Grizzlies are coached by Austin Clifton. And now, here are the starters for your Washburn Rural Lady Blues. Starting in goal, a senior captain, number 0, Haley Beck. A senior captain, number 1, McKinley Rowe. A sophomore, number 2, Delaney Hill. A senior, number 3, Addie Brocksterman. A senior, number 5, Bree Jones. A senior, number 6, Carson McMaster. A sophomore, number 9, Kate Hink. A senior, number 13, Heidi Schieber. A freshman, number 14, Emma Wong. A junior, number 19, Haley Legg. And a sophomore, number 24, Destiny Higgs. The Lady Blues are coached by assistants Brian Bell and Dave Chintrin with head coach Ryan Hensel. The color guard tonight will be commanded by Cadet Senior Master Sergeant Nick Fuel. Members of the color guard are Cadet First Lieutenant Aiden Rolfe, Cadet Senior Airman Parker Chapman, Cadet Senior Airman Kelsey Schneider, Cadet Airman First Class Mariah McDonald, and Cadet Airman Aiden Robinson. At this time, if able, we ask that you please stand and remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem.
Grizzlies Soccer on YouTube is being brought to you in part by Tom Simon and everyone at Aerotech Engineering, 5555 North 119th Street West, Mays, Kansas, 67101. Proud sponsors of Grizzly Soccer.
Okay, here are the starting lineups again. We'll start with Washburn. In goal, Haley Beck, number 0. In the field, McKinley Roan, number 1. Delaney Hill, number 2. Eddie Brocksterman, number 3. Karsten McMaster, number 6. Kate Hink, number 9. Heidi Schieber, 13. Emma Wong, 14. Haley Legg, 19. Destiny Higgs, 24. And, of course, the coaching staff for Washburn, Brian Hensel's the head coach. He's assisted by Brian Bell and David Chun-Cherowin. And now the starters again for Northwest. Hernandez is in goal, number 1. Number 3, Violet Gunn on defense. Peyton Benoit up front, number 5. Zoe Baker at number 6 at midfield. Anai Ibarra Arevalo, number 8 at forward. Grace Terhune at midfield, the senior, number 11. Angie Guzman, number 12 up front. Marari Flores at midfield, the junior, number 14. Leslie Bravo on defense, number 15. And Kaylin Heath on defense, number 17. She's a junior. And rounding it out, the sophomore, number 21, Lillian Schilling. Coaching staff for Northwest, Austin Clifton and Christina Commons. And want to thank you all, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us. We're getting ready to get this underway here real quick, so we won't mince words. Grizzlies are in their road whites, playing from right to left into what very little wind there is here today in the first half. Benoit stands over the ball, waiting the whistle. And we are underway here in Topeka. Grizzlies with it. Anais sends one forward. That's going to be picked off by Beck. And a very quick goalkeeper distribution out to center. Flores gets it back for Northwest, sends it on the far side for Guzman. Intercepted and brought forward now by Washburn Rural. If you're just joining us, we welcome you. Game has just started. This one goes into the Grizzlies dugout, and it will be a throw in for Northwest. And quickly on here, this will be a corner kick for Washburn. I think I had the throw in incorrect. That's why I'm mixed up here. In the air, in front. Loose in front. Grizzlies trying to clear it out. Still in the penalty area. Now it comes back out. And Peyton Benoit sends one forward. On the far side. And sending one across. Ooh, boy, that was tough. McKinley Roan was over there all by herself. And she had a chance for the volley. Couldn't make it go. And an easy pickoff by Hernandez. Flores now sends one wide. That's going to get intercepted. And here come the Junior Blues back. On the far side. Centering pass. Hernandez is on that. She'll have another goalkeeper distribution. And very quickly here in the first 2 minutes, dominance by Washburn Rural. These two teams played at Northwest earlier this season, and Washburn won that one easily. Grizzlies have never won in this building. Came close last year by getting a tie out of it. Then we came back for the state quarterfinal game last year. And Washburn Rural paid us back. There's one cleared out to center. And sent wide by Northwest. On IE, 1-on-3. Still with it, though. Good job of ball protection by Arevalo. Guzman tried to get it forward, and that one gets sent all the way back to Hernandez. She'll quickly throw it over here on the near side to Violet Gunn. Give and go back to Gunn, goes out of play, and just as a reminder of some of the field layout here at Washburn Rural, the stands, the spectator seating here at Washburn Rural is between the press box and the field, and that makes it impossible to see the sideline for most of this side of the field from the press box, and not a thing we can do about that. That one gets knocked out. It'll be a throw in for the Blues. 4 minutes gone, no score. We'll do it all over again here. We're in a second-story press box. Very nice facility. This is a multi-purpose complex and a multi-purpose press box. Directly behind us is the football field. And on the opposite side of the room from where we're sitting, here's a chance for Washburn. And that goes over the top. It'll be a goal kick for Northwest. Directly behind where we're sitting is the press box for the football field on this side, which hosts the local radio station and the coach's box for the home team. So a pretty nice facility for both sports. The turf is artificial surface here and was replaced a year ago. That one gets ticked out of play. It'll be a corner kick for is on its way. In the air again. That's a beauty. And it goes over the top of the crossbar, fortunately, for a goal kick for Northwest. Kaylin Heath will do the honors for the Grizzlies. And a nice boot gets out to center. And is controlled there by Zoe Baker. Baker, the senior midfielder, sends one forward. That's going to go all the way to Haley Beck. And she'll have a goalkeeper distribution for the Blues. Out to center. Higgs sends it to the other side. Now it's Grace Terhune trying to do something with it. Taken away. It's sent in deep now. Kaylin Heath will. She's going to let this one roll out of play. It'll be a goal kick for Northwest. Let's take 10. We'll be back. This is Grizzly Soccer.
Today's game is sponsored in part by Allen Lee Screen Printing, 348 North Washington in Wichita.
Goal kick coming from Kaylin Heath. Taken on the far side, Angie Guzman sends one forward. Nobody home, though, but black shirts. And it's a very strong sun here in Topeka today under fair skies. Here's a chance. McKinley Roan had a shot blocked by Kaylin Heath. Nice job by Kaylin. There's a foul called. It'll be a free kick for the Grizzlies. I was in the middle of a thought, and quite frankly, I've lost it. Oh, I was commenting on the dark uniforms of Washburn Rural. In this sun, I guarantee you those girls are an extra 5 degrees hotter than ours are. That'll be a throw in here for Violet Gunn. Nice crowd on hand. We expected a big crowd in support of the Blues today. Flores fighting in the near corner with it. Centers one. Nice ball to Zoe Baker. Baker trying to get a shot off. Does so, and it's saved by Haley Beck, and she'll have a goalkeeper distribution of her own. 8 minutes plus gone here. First half, no score. Northwest and Washburn Rural. If you were with us for the pregame show, we mentioned to you that we were unable to do the game Friday night against East because of the weather conditions in Wichita. We waited all year for rain, and we finally got it on the wrong day, which wiped out our broadcast. And if the Grizzlies play as well as they played against East tonight, there's an own goal, I think. Was that an own goal? I thought that went in off of one of our players, to be honest with you. But either way, we'll find out here from our official scorer. Who scored? It was an own goal. Thank you. That's what we thought. Back underway here, so the Grizzlies give up one they haven't given up all year. They have not had an own goal this year. So they trail 1-0. Violet Gunn sends one forward. Schilling with it. Gives it over here to Heath on the near side. And Heath sends one up to Anai. Anai is pretty well tied up there. Couldn't get to it. Gunn gives way to McKinley Roan. On the far side now. Leslie Bravo defensively for Northwest. Watches it go out of play, and that will be a corner kick. Corner kick coming for Washburn Rural. That one is in the air and goes over everything the wrong way, and it will be a goal kick. Back in 10, this is Grizzly Soccer.
All American Automotive, 8535 West 21st Street, serving the automotive repair and tire needs of Wichita since 1972.
Goal kick taken. Back underway we go. Washburn controlling it. McKinley Roan with it here on the near side. Give and go back to her. Now she sends one across. Leslie Bravo was there defensively. It goes through everything. That'll be a goal kick for Northwest. Spring championships signal the end of another sports school year, but it doesn't call for an end to good sportsmanship. Good sportsmanship is as important after the school year has ended because it means valuable lessons have been learned while watching or participating in interscholastic athletics. This message brought to you by the Kansas State High School Activities Association. Kaylin Heath will do the honors, and they get it out here to get it out to center, and once again, here's another chance and a save by Liliana. Liliana's been way too busy in the early going here of this contest. Guzman can't get it back. Now there's a centering pass that's blocked by Schilling. Terhune back there to help defensively, gets it forward. Merari Flores fighting for it, can't get to it. Here come the Blues back on the near side. Roan again. Roan tries to center one. It's knocked out of play. Pretty good defensive effort there by Kaylin Heath. She'll be feeling that one tomorrow. Hernandez will punt it. Gets it out here to center. Pretty nice ball. Gets it to Benoit. Benoit can't do anything with it. That one goes out of play. It'll turn over to Washburn. 26:40 to go in the first half. 1-0 Grizzlies trail. Coming in for the Blues. Didn't he say 22? They don't have a 22. Must have been a roster addition we didn't get. But anyway, that's who came in. Free kick coming for Northwest here. Kaylin Heath will take it from the near sideline. Puts it up. Too far for Benoit to get to. And the Blues get it back. Here they come. That one will go all the way back to Liliana. No problem. She'll have a goalkeeper distribution. Up the middle it comes. Far side to Guzman. Guzman sends one into the Washburn bench. Quick throw in by the Blues. Now they'll bring it down. And a nice job defensively by the Grizzlies. Leslie Bravo sends it out of danger for the moment. We're not working Haley Beck nearly hard enough here in the first half. Now here's a chance on the near side for Anai. She gets around one, has the ball poked away, and they're going to call the foul on Arevalo. Fans like the call, but I personally didn't agree with it. Blues player lunched in with her feet first. Roan on the near side takes it after a couple of caroms. Centers one, now back to her. Roan again. Gets it past Violet Gunn and forward for Kate Hink. Hink along the goal line, centering one. Oh, there's a header try. And then a follow misses. And it will be a goal kick for Northwest. Back in 10, this is Grizzly Soccer.
Kevin and Donna Arkin, adopted Northwest alumni, are 10-year supporters of the Grizzly Soccer program.
Oh, Allie Schroeder went in. Okay. Allie Schroeder goes in for the Blues. Grizzlies take the free kick. Haven't acknowledged yet, and I will here if we ever get the ball out of our own end. There we go. That'll be a throw in. Acknowledged our executive producer tonight, Ashley Isbell, providing you all the fine pictures that you're seeing. And they're as good as they're going to get from the situation we're in here, because this is the only press box where we literally must shoot through a window. The windows here do not open side to side. They open out. So there's no way to open the window and get you any kind of a picture. I do want to thank, however, the maintenance staff here at Washburn Rural, who has washed these windows since we were here last. Because last time we were here, we had the gully washer rain, and the rain was literally, the windows were running water. They were a river, and we had to shoot through the river. It was not fun. That was back during the boys' season. Violet Gunn sends it forward, intercepted and sent back. Hink giving chase. Hernandez is going to get to it first. Liliana will have the goalkeeper distribution. She's going to bring it to the other side of the field and keep it away from Hink and Roan, who are roaming this side. Here's a build-up coming from Rural into the penalty area. There's a shot and a save by Hernandez. Nice play by Hernandez on that pretty stiff shot. Gunn with it. Knocked out a play. That should be a Northwest ball, and it is. And the Grizzlies are going to sub a player in. I believe that is Brooklyn Bohannon getting set to come in over there. It is, and along with her coming in is Kaylin Mueller. Grizzlies make their first two substitutions of the day, coming with 9 minutes to go here in the first half. I'm sorry, 9 minutes gone in the first half. That's not right either. Is my math bad?
Your math is bad today.
Let's try this again. We're 1 minute away from halfway through the first half.
That works.
That didn't make much sense either, but at least it was accurate. How about if I say there's 20:35 to go here in the first half, and the Grizzlies are going to get it on a throw-in in front of the sellout crowd. And again, the umbrellas are out, but not because of rain. You know what I think? I think these people are so used to sitting there every game with an umbrella over their head to stay dry that they just brought it out here out of habit. Raylan Grant comes in for Northwest, and she's joined by, I believe that's Sawyer Ross. It is. Number 13, Sawyer Ross joins her. And the Grizzlies throw it in. Washburn comes away with it. Raylan Grant fighting hard to get it back. Here, this is trouble if Hink gets a hold of it. And it is Hink's ball to lose. Now a foul by Kaylin Heath. And it'll be a free kick coming for the Blues. It'll be direct from about 2 yards from the sideline. Roan will take it. She gets it low, loose in front, and cleared out for the moment. There's another shot over everything. It'll be a goal kick for North.
Kevin and Don Arkin, adopted Northwest alumni, are 10-year supporters of the Grizzly soccer program.
And again, it will be Kaylin Heath taking it. Crowd very quiet. In fact, they're so quiet, I'm going to close the window. Keep some of the AC in here. Kaylin Mueller with it on her foot. And now Kate Hink for Washburn comes 1-on-2, centering one, and Lillian Schilling is there to knock it out of play. And it'll be a throw in on the near side. Just about. Washburn with control. Now they send one to the top of the penalty area, headed away by Schilling. Washburn again with it. There's another shot and a save by Hernandez. And you wonder how long can Hernandez do this. 1-0, Grizzlies trail on an own goal. Liliana's having an equipment problem of some kind. I think her headband, or is she wearing a headband or a hat? Her headband came off, and referee gave her a moment to put it back on. At center, the Blues with it. Trying to work a build-up, something they're mighty good at. While the Grizzlies try to get defensively. Gunn has it. Gunn gives it to Grant. Grant back to Gunn. And Gunn manages to tackle it and get it forward. Kalen Mueller fighting for it right below us, and now it goes out of play. It belongs to Northwest. Grant, too soft a pass for Kalen Heath, and it's intercepted by Hink. Goes off of Kalen Heath. It'll be a corner kick on the near side now for the Blues. Delaney Hill comes back in for the Blues, and also coming in on the sub opportunity back in is Peyton Benoit. Benoit goes back into the goal area to play defense. Loose in front, and it goes over the goal line. This time it will be another corner. Hot in here, isn't it? Ashley and I are both sweating bullets because we got the air conditioning vent below us is not very strong, which is too bad because we could really use it. In the air in front again, headed away this time by Benoit. That substitution worked out well. Mirari Flores is tripped and a foul's called. It'll be a free kick for Northwest. I'm sorry, Ashley. I really am. Well, Ashley's over there sweating bullets. So am I, for that matter.
I'm going to apologize for the smell later.
You want to use this to fan yourself? This one goes deep, and it's going to go out of play, and it will be looks like it'll be a goal. Is that a corner kick or a goal kick? Because the signal was terrible.
It was, but I'm guessing it was a throw-in based off of what I could see.
Oh, it went out on that side of the flag?
Yes.
Oh, then the signal was great. That's not what I was expecting. Oops, that went through the wickets of Lillian Schilling, but she hustles back there and gets it back to Hernandez. Hernandez will send it out here to center, still bounding around. Who's going to get it? Grant got a foot on it, sent it forward. Grizzlies can't control it, though. Now on the far side it goes. Bohannon has it. Bohannon trying to get it to Grant. It's intercepted. The passes aren't crisp enough. That's been the story so far in the first half. Grizzlies are getting their passes intercepted because they are not passing quickly enough. Kalen Heath rejects that one, sends it wide. Bohannon with it again to Benoit. Now on the far side deep. Washburn centers one. Kalen Heath will knock it out of play. It'll be a corner kick on the far side for Washburn Rural.
Yes,
And we got a bunch of subs coming in. Let's see if we can at least get you ours. Guzman comes back in for Flores.
6 of 19.
And Zoe Baker comes back in. No, I'm sorry. Carson McMaster came in for Haley Legg for the Blues. Was that it?
Yeah, those two came in.
Okay. This one comes in loose in front. And there's a shot that'll go over everything. It'll be a goal kick back in 10 seconds. This is Grizzly Soccer.
We wish to thank Scott Mueller and Basis Consulting Engineers, LLC, 800 East 1st, Suite 401. Proud supporters of the Grizzly Soccer program.
Back underway here on the far side in front of the Grizzly bench is a throw-in from Washburn. They still control it. Now there's a long one coming all the way in. That'll go over for a goal kick. Kaylin Heath will handle the goal kick. Out to center. Sawyer Ross can't get it going. Grant sends it wide to Bohannon. Pretty nice play. And just overled Brooklyn by a bit. Very unfortunate. Sawyer Ross fighting for it, goes down, gets up again, and gets right back into the fray. Kaylin Heath tries to clear it. And Kaylin Mueller comes over on the near side to get it. And that one goes out of play off of Mueller. It'll be a throw in. And they waste no time to the Blues. All the way across to the far side, now in front of the Grizzly bench. Foul called against Kaylin Mueller will result in a free kick. 9:40 to go in the first half. Grizzlies trail 1-0. They've played very well defensively, but just haven't gotten the offense turned on here. And that's a tribute to the defense of Washburn Rural. And the Blues again take it at center, send it forward. There's that chance. Oh, a break for the Grizzlies. The ball had some funky spin on it. Otherwise, there was a shot on goal coming. As it works out, it'll be a goal kick back in 10.
Portions of this game are brought to you by the family of Jeff Beard. We thank you for your continued support of Grizzly Soccer.
8:45 to go, first half. Goal kick coming from Kaylin Mueller. I'm sorry, for Kaylin Heath, excuse me. There's another shot and a score. Out of the reach of Liliana. We'll know in a minute. Nope, I didn't hear him. Maya Hoagie gets the goal for Washburn Rural to make it 2-0 now. Very unfortunate. She had a wide open shot and took it from 30 yards out, and Hernandez just couldn't get to it. Grizzlies kick it off, and we're back at it again. Now the Grizzlies trail 2-0. And to their credit, that is the first goal given up by the Grizzlies in this contest as they First goal was an own goal. Anai gives it to Zoe Baker. Baker. Terhune tried to get something. Flores rather tried to get something going. Now Terhune has it. Go through her on the far side. Grizzlies need to get the ball forward and have been unable to do that this entire half. Flores sends it back to Bravo. Bravo back up the middle. Zoe Baker couldn't get to it. Now on the near side. The ball goes all the way back to Liliana, and she'll have a goalkeeper distribution. Bristol Carr comes in for Washburn, wearing number 16. Sophomore midfielder. That one goes out of play. It'll be a throw-in for Washburn. And Washburn right back in business, deep in Grizzly territory. There's a centering pass, and a good job that time by Heath to clear it. Out here at center, that's going to go out of play. It'll be another throw-in for Washburn. Approaching 6 minutes remaining, first half. Grizzlies down by a pair. There's a centering pass and a great play by Hernandez, cause streaking in there to take that centering pass, which would have been made for one great goal had it gone in, was Maya Hogue again. Obviously a play they work on in practice, and Liliana was there to sniff it out. And that keeps the score right where it is. 2-0, Grizzlies trail. And the clock stoppage either for blood I didn't see it. Did Flores get hit in the chops?
I'm not sure if she got hit in the chops or.
I didn't see a card.
Yeah, I didn't see a card either.
I don't. She's not walking off like she got carded.
No, she didn't get carded.
Must have been blood. Must have been blood. She had her hand up like perhaps she was bleeding, either a nosebleed or busted lip or something.
Emily Bravo came in for her.
Emily Bravo takes her place. It'll be the Grizzlies' ball with 5:26 remaining in the first half.
They're giving it to her.
Well, like I said, they're giving it to Washburn. And Washburn, doing the sportsmanlike thing, is giving it back to Northwest. And I appreciate that sportsmanship. Liliana sends it back out to center. Now the fight is on again. And Washburn bringing it downfield again. They're just taking it to the Grizzlies and have Northwest on their heels. I know they'll talk about this at halftime, but Guzman can't get to it before it goes out of play. Quick throw in from Washburn. Washburn will reset and send it over here on the near side. That with it is Savannah Tuffley. Goes out of play. It'll belong to Northwest. Grizzlies will get a throw in, and they'll make a substitution at this point. Marari comes back in. So if she was injured, it wasn't for long. Inside 4 minutes left, first half. 2-0, Grizzlies trail. Winner plays Friday in Wichita. Loser goes home. Pretty nice defensive play that time by Gabriella Mota, who came in when we weren't paying attention, number 2. There's a shot and a score. Another basically unassisted goal. McKinley Roan, who's quite frankly, I think in her 6th year of eligibility here, because she's been a royal pain in our backside every time we see her play. She gets the goal. Nice goal. Got to give her credit for it. So 3-0 and 3 minutes to go here in the first half of play. Out here to center. Free kick coming for Northwest. Grace Terhune putting on some good pressure on the far side there. And I think the Grizzlies are going to need to rack up the pressure. Play it closer to the vest. There's a nice play by Gabby Mota, the senior defender. And that one overleads Guzman and goes all the way back to Haley Beck. Beck with a goalkeeper distribution, sends it out to center. Kaylin Heath gets a head on it, but can't get it to a white shirt. And here comes Washburn Rural back with 90 seconds to play. And Liliana comes in and steals that one. And again, that one may have gone out. And actually, I think the guy over here did. No, he did not. I thought it went out. I really did. But I don't. They have a better angle on it than we do. We do have had 2 throw-ins since all that happened. So 30 seconds to play, first half. Still in the air, 5 seconds to go here. Let's keep it clean. And that'll do it. We're at halftime here at McElroy Field. Washburn Rural 3 and Northwest 0. We'll be back with our halftime extravaganza in 3 minutes. Stay with us. You're watching NWHS Grizz on the Northwest YouTube channel, and this is Grizzly Soccer.
Friendly is finding a better rate, an instant debit card, scholarships and teacher grants for projects, loans specifically for teachers and healthcare professionals, being the #1 auto lender for a reason, more than $400,000 in community partnerships. Credit Union of America. Welcome to Friendly. Learn more at cuofamerica.com.
This may sound like a typical high school basketball game being played on a Friday night in Kansas. In fact, it's a crash course in cooperation and teamwork. It's a test of dedication, determination, and drive. It's character development in action. If you think high school sports are only about competition, think about this. High school sports can play a critical role in a student's overall education. In fact, studies show that students who participate in school sports are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in their academic lives. At the same time, playing sports helps teach lessons not covered in the classroom. Lessons like tolerance, respect for the rules, and the importance of supporting your community. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Kansas State High School Activities Association and the Kansas Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
This property and it's sold right.
Shall we book it?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. I love it.
Hi friends, Phil Nightingale, General Manager at Mount Hamilton Ford. Have you been thinking about a new SUV? Right now is a great time to buy a new Ford at the big corner of 119th and West Kellogg. EcoSport, Escape, Edge, Explorer, Expedition. Mount Hamilton Ford is sure to have the right vehicle to fit your size. And you know you can count on us with this great selection to find the right SUV at the best price to fit your budget. Check us out online or in person. Let us make your purchase easy with pickup and delivery right from your home or work. Mount Hamilton Ford, experience the difference.
Good. Back at halftime, getting set for the second half, actually. Grizzlies trail after one period, 3-0 on an own goal and two pretty decent goals, one by McKinley Roan and the other by Maya Hogue. And all of a sudden, it's 3-0. So the Grizzlies have a big hole to climb out of. And I keep saying it, and I'm going to say it again. One of these years, they're going to do it. Why can't it be this year? This game is not over, folks. Stay with us. Or as they say, stay tuned. There's more fun and frolic to come. Grizzlies will play from left to right. Pardon me, here in the second half. Grizzlies are in their road whites, and the Lady Blues are in their home dark uniforms. I think they're black with white numerals. Actually looking for something I can't find. We're underway here in half number 2. And just like that, Washburn Rural is down at the Grizzly end of the field. There's one loose at front, shot and a save by Hernandez. It was a beautiful save indeed. It will result in a corner kick from the near side. Kick is in the air. In the penalty area, loose in front. Violet Gunn provides the screen, and it goes over for a goal kick. You know, May is high school championship time in Kansas. And what could be more exciting than watching championship soccer like you're doing right now, or softball, or baseball, or track and field? Help create the excitement. Attend those Kansas State High School Activities Association state championship events. Baseball and softball will be held on May 25th and 26th. That's Thursday and Friday of this week. Soccer and track are already going on. The finals will be held May 26th and 27th. Check the KSHSAA website for the division that you might be interested in. I can tell you from the baseball and softball perspective, baseball for 5A is at Wichita State at X Stadium, and softball will be Thursday and Friday at Wilkins Stadium. And I'm pleased and honored to have been asked again this year to MC 5A state softball, and looking forward to all the games this Thursday and Friday. There's a great pass through the box, and it would have been a great volleyball for, no pun intended, for McKinley Roan, but it went through the wickets and goes out of play, and just like that, Washburn gets it back. Now it's rejected. Violet Gunn takes charge defensively, but it goes right back to Washburn on the throw-in. Now Violet kicks it out of play. We'll do it again. Here's a centering pass that's going to go into the side of the net. It will be a goal kick.
This portion of Soccer on the Internet is brought to you by the Bob Profit family. We thank them for their continued support of Grizzly soccer.
Goal kick underway. And we are underway here in the second half. Grizzlies bringing it out to center. Let's get some offense going, ladies. Trying to get that one to Guzman. And again, a weak pass is intercepted easily by Rural. Violet Gunn watches it go out of play. She'll throw it in. and gets it up on the far side. Can't find the white shirts. Grace Terhune with it now. Grace sends it to Anai. Anai back to Benoit, back to Arevalo. Anai up the near side. Here's something going. That's going to go over the goal line, and that will be a corner kick for Northwest. First corner kick of the game for the Grizzlies. Can you believe that? Arevalo takes the kick in the air and right to Haley Beck. And Beck gets it cleanly and easily. 4.5 gone. Second half, Grizzlies still trail 3-0. Lillian Schilling at midfield sends it up to Guzman. Guzman to Benoit. Benoit to Flores. Flores driving it down the field. Marare, left footer, weak shot, blocked by the defense, and Haley Beck will just pick it up and punt it away. Good idea. Flores had it on the wrong foot. And here's a shot and another save by Hernandez. This one off of Kate Hink. Goes out of play, and it will belong to the Blues. The Grizzlies seem to be playing a little bit more aggressively here in the early stages of the second half. We'll see if they can continue that. Of course, they got to get the ball out first. That'll be a goal kick for Northwest. Let's take a timeout. Back in 10. This is Grizzly Soccer.
This portion of Soccer on the Internet is brought to you by Credit Union of America, a full-service financial institution with offices conveniently located throughout Wichita, including their new branch at Central and Woodlawn.
Kick, I really did. Okay, it turned out to be an offside, but the result's the same. Flores sends one up for Guzman. Come on, Angie, get there. And she can't do it. She can't quite get there. This time it'll be a goal kick for the Blues. Beautiful sunny day here in Topeka, Kansas. It was overcast when we left Wichita, and the forecast for Wichita had a 60% chance of rain by midnight. So it could be very well raining when we get home tonight. Oh my goodness, here's Kate Hink. Wide open net, easy score. Liliana came out. It's the only thing she could do. Hink split two defenders and took the ball with her right to pay dirt. Nice play offensively for the Blues. Can't argue with it. So the Grizzlies now down 4-0. I refuse to say the issue's been decided, but it sure does not look good right now for Northwest. So we'll see how they respond after this goal was scored. Will they still have that same energy we were starting to see here in the second half early? Flores fighting for it on the far side. Now there's Gunn with it. Violet pops one forward. This one goes over the Grizzly bench, and it will be a throw-in for Washburn. 8 minutes gone, second half, 4-0. Grizzlies trail. That one over the goal line. That'll be a corner kick for Washburn, and that's just what we need. Another set piece opportunity for the Blues. Rejected by Northwest, and player goes down, no stoppage of play. Zoe Baker sends one forward. It's intercepted. And pushed off the ball is Benoit. And yes, they did call a foul. Benoit got pushed back 15 yards. All I can say is you can't do that. Kaylin Heath sends one into the penalty area for Marari, and she can't get to it. Haley Beck will punt it back out to center for Washburn. Ball bounding around. There's a chance, and that one's going to go over the goal line now. Or is it? Or is it? Turns out it stayed in after all that. In the air, blocked by Schilling. Heath sends it up to Guzman. Guzman spins around, just dumps it to center, but there's nobody there. And now Guzman picks one off of Delaney Hill. Back to Benoit. Peyton overled Zoe Baker, and it turns over. And here comes Washburn back with it. Over the goal line, that'll be a corner kick for Washburn. Now both teams making some substitutions. Gabby Moda coming in for Northwest. Defensively, she played very well in the first half. The senior playing in what very well could be her final game as a Grizzly. In the air it comes, headed over the goal line wide. It will be a goal kick for Northwest. Back in 10, this is Grizzly Soccer.
Soccer on the Northwest YouTube channel is brought to you by Capital Portfolio Management of Overland Park, Kansas, with over 60 collective years of experience in the financial services industry.
Kaylin Heath to handle the goal kick duty here. Ball on the near side. Gabby Moda will handle the throw in. Right below us. And Moda sends one forward. Nobody home. I think it was intended for Flores. She was the closest one to it. Flores does get to it eventually. Now she's back there again off a feed from Benoit. Flores watches it go out of play. It'll stay with Northwest. And the Grizzlies might have something working here. First thing they need to do is get the Schneider off the board. Out of play to Northwest. Benoit, nice header to center, but nobody home. And Washburn comes away with it. Down the center that comes. Kate Hank, who already has a goal in this game. Shoots again. This one's high. It'll go over for a goal kick. Let's go ahead and take a break. Back in 10.
Grizzly Soccer on YouTube is brought to you by Central Wine and Spirits, 10,030 West Central. All your wine and liquor needs with friendly, old-school customer service.
Kalen Mueller coming in for Northwest here during the break. Grizzlies with it in their own end, trying to get it forward. Baker with it. Zoe sends it in the direction of Anahi, but she couldn't get to it as that pass was intercepted. Out of play to Northwest. Violet Gunn will throw it in on the far side. Gunn's ball is headed away. We'll do it all over again, this time on the Northwest side of center. 15 minutes gone, second half. Grizzlies down 4-0. And we have a substitution coming in for Washburn. That's the player we don't have on our roster. We should have gotten that fixed at halftime and did not. Waiting the throw in, there it comes. Into the Grizzly bench. We'll do it over again. Handball foul called to give a free kick to Northwest. They'll take whatever they can get at this point. Grizzlies have a couple more lined up to come in. Be Raylan Grant, Sawyer Ross getting set to come back in here at the next substitution opportunity. That may not come for a bit, though. Here's a chance for Washburn, and a good play by Lillian Schilling to get between the player and the ball, and another good play. And finally sent out here towards center. Unfortunately, the black shirts still have it. Schilling clears it again. She's been a one-man wrecking crew defensively on this possession. Bravo, nice block. Out of play to Washburn. Brooklyn Bohannon will join Sawyer Ross and Raylan Grant whenever we get a chance to sub. Washburn with it, edge of the penalty area, centering pass, blocked by Schilling. And a nice play by Benoit to take a player out of the play. And here's Grace Terhune sending it to Marare. on the far side. Haley Beck will snag this one and have a goalkeeper distribution of her own. That one is going wide, and it's going to stay in play, and here come the Blues back with it, 3-on-3. Edge of the penalty area. Nice job by Bravo to prevent the crossing pass. Actually, that was Heath. Bravo on the play now. And that one goes through everybody. And that may roll out of play before anybody can get to it. It does. And now we'll finally get all of our subs in. Again, it's Grant, Bohannon, and Sawyer Ross coming in for Northwest. And going out will be Guzman. Let's see who else is headed out there. Looks like Marari is going to leave as well, along with Zoe Baker. So they're all going to get a well-deserved break. And we'll have a throw in from the near side by Northwest. And we're back underway. No, that one is intercepted by Delaney Hill. Gabby Moda fighting for it. Sawyer Ross gets back there defensively. Nice play, and then Moda kicks it out of play for a corner kick. Inside 20 minutes to go now, second half. Grizzlies down by 4 goals. Ball's in the air and hits the back of the net for a goal kick. Back in 10, this is Grizzly Soccer.
We thank Northwest Soccer alum Chris Kruger for his ongoing support of the Grizzly Soccer program on YouTube.
As this is the final broadcast of the season, win, lose, or draw, you've been seeing all of our supporting advertisers throughout the night and throughout the season, for that matter. We want to thank them all again for their support. And at the end of the night, anybody who we don't actually get flashed in front of the camera here, we're going to go ahead and take a moment and read that list to you and ask you to please express your thanks to them next time you do business with these nice people. That one going to stay in? No, it goes out to Northwest. Oh, they gave it to Washburn. I don't think that. Huh?
They called a foul.
Oh, they did?
Yes.
Oh, they sure did. Can't imagine what the foul would have been. You're allowed to shield from the ball if you can play it, and I think she did. He's got an indirect. That's the only thing he could possibly be calling, but allow me to disagree with it. Doesn't change anything, but good ball inside the penalty area. That one is knocked out for a goal kick back in 10.
The family of John and Maybrit Kramer are long-term supporters of Grizzly Soccer. We thank them for their continued support of the program.
Violet's coming back. Violet Gunn is returning for Northwest. Kaylin Heath lining up for the goal kick. That one gets sent into the Washburn bench, and a nice play there by Brian Hensel, their head coach. That one goes into the Grizzly bench, and nice play there by Austin Clifton, our head coach. Terhune comes out. She'll take a breather. Inside 16 minutes to go. Time, quite frankly, now is critical for Northwest because they have 4 to get, and they really haven't had a scoring opportunity all game. Violet Gunn sends one up the far side. Anai tried to get it into Zoe Baker, and again, a weak pass is easily intercepted. I've said that a lot, but that's the way it is, folks. Violet Gunn sends one out of play. Be a throw-in for Washburn. Angie Rodriguez Guzman will substitute. No, it isn't. Oh, that's called a foul. This one's in the air, in front, trouble. Loose in front and scored. Yeah, there was just no way to get around it. Brooklyn Tuffley, one of the players they brought up from junior varsity and the younger sister of Savannah Tuffley, scores the goal to make it 5-0 now with 14. It's actually 14:30 remaining here in the second half. Grizzlies will kick off. And this issue is decided, folks. I don't think there's any argument with that at this point. So far, this is getting to be a deja vu game of, I say deja vu, of 1 year ago in this building, in this contest. The Grizzlies came up here and just got it handed to them by most of these same players, I might add. And, I look at up and down their roster here. 1, 2, 3, 4. They don't have a lot of senior. 5, 6. They have 6 seniors. That's all we have. Haley Beck, their goalkeeper, though, she'll be hard to replace. She's good. Although I've seen Mackenzie Flood play, and she's very good as well. But their defense has been so good in front of them, they really haven't had to worry too much about whether they had a goalie in there at all. So it hasn't made a whole heck of a lot of difference, is what I'm saying. But some of these other names, other seniors, McKinley Roan, I've already mentioned, and I'll say it again, it seems like she's in her 6th year of eligibility. She's been making our lives miserable forever. She'll be gone next year. Brocksterman will be gone. Jones will be gone. McMaster will be gone. Hogue will be gone. Schieber will be gone. Schilling comes back in for Northwest. Violet Gunn will move to the outside. And Leslie Bravo will take the mid spot previously occupied by Kaylin Heath, who takes a break. She hasn't had a break the whole game. Out to center, Washburn continues to control play. Here's a chance. There's a shot and a save by Liliana. Out to center it comes. Who's going to get it? And it will be Washburn coming away with it again. There's one poked away by Bravo. On the far side, Violet Gunn watches it go over for a goal kick. Let's take 10. We'll be back.
The family of John and Maybrit Kramer are long-term supporters of Grizzly soccer. We thank them for their continued support of the program.
I think. Washburn fighting again. Out of play, another goal kick. Lillian Schilling will do the honors for Northwest. Again, this in the absence of Kaylin Heath, who has taken a breather. That one didn't work out well at all. But Liliana's able to pick it up, and she'll have a goalkeeper punt. Gets it out to center. That goes over the outstretched leg of Guzman and into the Northwest bench. Throw in coming for Washburn. Allie Schroeder comes back in for Washburn Rural, number 15. Waiting for that sub to complete. And now we have the throw in with 10 minutes left in the game. Out of play to Northwest. Come on, Grizzlies, let's get the Schneider off the board. Not good. Wide open in the center of the penalty area, but Grant is there to block it out of play. It'll be a corner kick, but that basically saved a goal as far as I'm concerned. On the far side, corner kick coming. In the air, low, loose in front, and finally Zoe Baker trying to punch it out, couldn't do so. Here's another opportunity. Oh, they tried for the header play, it didn't work. It'll be a goal kick for Northwest, back in 10.
Today's game sponsored in part by the law firm of Dugan and Garreau, 3636 Northridge Road.
And again, Lillian Schilling will handle the duties while the Grizzlies sub in 2 players. Emily Bravo comes in, number 23. Who's the other one that came in? I missed it. Oh, Angie Rodriguez Guzman. She'd been there a while. She returns to the game. But she can't do anything until Northwest gets the ball back. Now would be a good time to do so. Out of play to Washburn. And the Grizzlies are making a line change here. It'll be Marari coming back, Grace Terhune coming back, Peyton Benoit coming back, and Anai coming back. So all the starting guns are in again for Northwest as they try to make a push here. Throw-ins coming in for Washburn. And Lillian Schilling clears it out. Nice job. Comes back, and over on the near side, that's Gabby Mota that clears it back out of play. Now we have an offside call. So Northwest is going to get a free kick whenever the center referee notices it. And finally, good teamwork by the officials here. And I'll explain why, because you couldn't see it. Offside was called by the AR on the far side. He held his flag, as you're supposed to. Center referee had that guy behind him, and the play was in front of him, so he didn't see it. The AR on this side mirrored his partner, raised his flag, and then pointed to the center referee to turn around, and everything went the way it's supposed to, by the book. Good job, guys. This referee lesson brought to you by Barf, the dog food more dogs ask for by name. Grizzlies trying to get it back here. Washburn still with it. That one's going to go out of play. It'll be a throw-in for the Blues. That one goes in deep, and Hernandez picks it up. That one goes right to Coach Hensel. Nice job. 5 minutes to go in the contest. 5-0 Grizzlies trail. This quarterfinal, the state quarterfinal, will, unless something drastic happens in the next 5 minutes, have Washburn Rural traveling to Stryker Field in Wichita on Friday to take part in the state Final Four for 6A. There's a chance. Oh, they missed. Oh, and she knew it. That left side of the goal was wide open, and Marari missed it. Turns out to be a goal kick for the Blues. And that's the way the day's been, folks. It's just been one of those days. But that was their best goal-scoring opportunity of the game. Now the throw-in coming here. Out of play to Washburn. Our next webcast will begin at 5:40, one day in August, when the boys will start it up again. Check out NWHS Grizz for all that game information. As soon as we know when it is and where it is and who it is, we'll post it for you. I hope you'll join us for another great season of boys soccer this coming fall. Terhune sends it up the middle. And here's one for Marari, and she'll score. Marari from Terhune, and the Grizzlies get the Schneider off the board finally, with 2:28 remaining in the contest. Marari Flores scores. Grace Terhune gets the assist. It's not going to change the outcome at this point, but they have played a lot better in the second half than they did in the first, in my personal opinion. And our executive producer, Ashley Isbell, is in full agreement. So it must be true. Out of play to Northwest. Whoops, I guess I had to start the clock. Why don't I just do this and fix it? And what do we have? An offside call? Have a free kick coming for the Grizzlies. What do you say we go get another one?
Let's try.
We drove up here. Let's have some fun. Let's go get another one.
Do it in a minute.
Got plenty of time to score another goal. Well, the throw in comes in 30 yards closer. Got to throw it to a white shirt, though. Marari gets around one, sends it up the sideline, intercepted. Won by the Grizzlies. Here's Terhune with it at center. Gray sends it back to Schilling. Schilling over here now to Moda. And up to Terhune. To Peyton Benoit. Back to Gray, to Peyton. And back to Moda. Moda sends a long one forward. Grizzlies get it back. Schilling with it. And Schilling sending it wide. That was intended over there for Anahi, but she couldn't get to it. There's a nice play by Kaylin Heath to take the ball away. Good tackle. 30 seconds to go now. Up on the far side, and 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1, and that is it. We are final here at Washburn Rural. Final score, Washburn Rural 5, Northwest 1. We'll be back to wrap this up in 2 minutes. Stay with us. You're watching NWHS Grizz on the Northwest YouTube channel, and this is Grizzly Soccer.
Intrust Bank is a major sponsor of the Northwest Soccer program through the Eric Profit Scholarship Tournament. At Intrust Bank, we place our values at the center of everything we do. It's a philosophy we have followed for more than 140 years. This principled approach to business is encapsulated into 3 words: tradition for today. This principle makes us different from the rest. Check out Intrust Bank today at intrustbank.com.
Campaign of this property, and it's sold right.
Shall we book it? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I love it.
Hi friends, Bill Nightingale, General Manager of Mel Hamilton Ford. Are you looking for a used car, truck, or SUV? With the largest selection in the state, you're sure to find the vehicle you're searching for at Mel Hamilton Ford. At the Big Corner, customers are number one, so every used vehicle is checked out in our shop by a certified technician before it goes out on the lot for sale. Shop Mel Hamilton Ford first, a dealer you can trust. Visit us out on West Kellogg today or shop us online at mhford.com. Mel Hamilton Ford, experience the difference.
Grizzly Soccer Online is supported by Todd Eflin Narrates. I'm the voice you hear on our sponsor announcements. My wife is an alum of Northwest, and this is my 6th season as your announcer. I was a longtime radio personality in Wichita and now do full-time voice acting. You can use my voice for your business, like product or training videos, telephone systems, radio or TV spots, and audiobooks. Learn more online at toddeflin.com. That's TODDEFLIN.com.
The true value of what has been learned in the classroom is applying it every day. With summer activities around the corner now, positive sportsmanship is a valuable lesson to remember. Good sports are winners any time of year. This is a public service message from your Kansas State High School Activities Association and NWHS Grizz. Okay, your final score, 5-1. Grizzlies fall. Their season ends. They finished the season 12-7, a very good year for the Grizzlies. We're proud of what they've done this year and looking forward to even better things next year. We'll miss all of our 6 seniors who will not get to play next year, and we wish them the best, of course, in their future endeavors as well. I said I was going to mention our sponsors. I'm just going to read the list to you. The people we did not get a chance to get on the air tonight during our goal kicks, and they include, and this is alphabetical, so here we go. Emerson Biggins, Dr. Foley, Galdean Law Firm, Gambino's Pizza, Gecko Painting, the Dan Giroux family, the Gould Foundation, the LeBaron Holloman family, HTO, Insight Realty, Intrust Bank, the Jensen family, Kansas Fence Company, the Kansas Joint and Spine Specialists, Tom Lassiter and his family, Christy and Ron McMeekin and their family, McCurdy Auction, McNeese, Jim and Chris McNeese, Mel Hamilton Ford, of course, Camille Nyberg in memory of her late husband Glenn, O'Hara and O'Hara Attorneys, Penner Lowe Law Firm, Pickrell Drinking. Let me try that one again. Oops. Pickrell Drilling is what I meant to say. Apologies to everyone at Pickrell. The Prophet, Dr. Jamie Prophet and John Edwards. Security First. Side Pockets. Matt Sarachty and Roth Law Firm. Tony Tahali. The Terhune family. David and Jana, Grace and Ellen. Todd Eflin and toddeflin.com. He's been with us forever. Tommy's Express Car Wash. Ultimate Soccer Academy. The Vestring family, Todd and Stacy, Lauren and Landon. The Wichita Soccer Academy. The Willie family and Dr. Steve Priddle and the Women's Health Group up in Manhattan. If I have forgotten you or missed you, my sincerest apologies. I hope we got them all in. We could not do this without your support. The golf tournament is coming up June the 19th. We need help. We need more sponsor help. Even if a hole would be great. If you're watching and you can sponsor a hole, go to nwgrizzliesgolf.com and click on sponsorships. You can do it right there on the spot, and we will be very grateful to you, and you'll get mentions all next year, boys and girls soccer both. Okay, 5-1 the final. We're done from here. We got to pack it up so that the bus doesn't leave without me. For our executive producer, Ashley Isbell, for whom I am extremely grateful that she came up here and sweated bullets with me to get you all these great pictures. Thank you all for watching. I'm Kevin Arkin. Once again, Grizzlies fall 5-1. We'll see you in August when the boys play. Until then, have a